Marco Rubio really did sell his entire life, his dignity, his credibility, his word, everything on the altar of Trumpism. Remember when he said Donald Trump is a con man and we will not allow a con man to take over our party? And that was one of the kinder things he had to say about Donald Trump. Remember, Marco Rubio was the one that came up with the, well, you know he's got small hands, so you know what else that means line. That was Rubio. And now this is Rubio.
And it's not real. That's not what happened. Okay? I'm the National Security Advisor and Secretary of State. I was co-located with the president in the midst of a high-stakes negotiation so that I could immediately inform him about events occurring halfway around the world. I was where I needed to be at that moment because we had a very capable team on the ground in Pakistan led by the vice president.
So for the president's upcoming birthday, he has arranged for a big party at the White House, including a UFC fight on the South Lawn. So he's building this massive grandstand even as we speak. You can see it going up here. And some of his biggest contributors will get to attend the spectacle. One thing I think we can be certain of, and that is if Marco Rubio attends, he will be undoubtedly co-located near the president to engage in strategic negotiations. So there's that.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio with us here tonight.
Absolute fucking sellout. If there's one member of Trump's cabinet that I've always thought was at least somewhat qualified for the position that they had, it was Marco Rubio. And I still think he's the most qualified person within the cabinet to be doing the job that they have. But what makes him not fit to serve in that role is the role that he has as Secretary of State is one of the face of the nation. He's the guy that flies around the world and interacts with other world leaders on behalf of the United States of America. And every single one of those world leaders has seen how Marco Rubio has changed his tune on Donald Trump. How Marco Rubio went from the Marco Rubio of 2016 to the lapdog that he is today. And therefore, he has no credibility. His word can't be trusted. He has shown he is willing to get down on bended knees and kiss the ass if that's what it takes for him to get a position like Secretary of State. Marco Rubio was one of the original Never Trumpers. Now he's Donnie's bitch. What an absolute shameful display by Marco Rubio from 2016 to now. And Trump just puts a fucking collar and leash on this guy and walks him around. Now I need you to do this. Okay, Mr. President. Now I need you to do that. Okay, Mr. President. You can't believe a goddamn thing Marco Rubio tells you because he has shown you that he is willing to drop everything he holds dear, everything that he claims to believe in, at a moment's notice if it gets him the next position up.